Box of Broadcasts allows you to access television and radio for use in education, so it can be a really helpful resource for research and working with different groups. If you have an Athens login, then you would type into Google My Athens login and then it'll take you here to the home page. If you need to get hold of a login, it's best to speak to a librarian or your Learning Resource Centre and they'll be able to set you up with an account. Once you've logged in, you come to a page like this and you click on Resources up here at the left, and then you'll see all of the resources that your institution has paid in to have. And this one we're looking at here is called Bob National, which is Box of Broadcasts. So when we click on that, we go into Bob here, and you can see that we have a whole range of different films and television and radio. It's from the last 10 years, but it also includes things that have been repeated. So if you click on the guide, you can see what's playing on the television at that moment that you're looking. You can see all the channels that Bob records from and what's currently recording, and it also shows things that are coming up. So if you know there's something you're going to want, you can request it, and things that have just been played aren't quite added on yet, there's a little delay, but you can request that for when it comes on. So there's a simple search at the top here. You type in what you're looking for, so I'm going to put in Matisse for an art project, and then you come up with all of your results, and it's always done by date, so the newest one. That's not always very helpful, so usually I change that to relevance because that means I tend to get a better set of search results. So here I found a documentary that's actually on Matisse, so that's excellent for research, really good to start off doing an art project, and it's available to watch now because it was aired a while beforehand. So I can click on it, and here is my whole footage there. So it'll just play in that window when I click that button. If I scroll down here, I can see a description, so it gives me a bit more information, about the documentary, and really helpfully there's a citation underneath. So if students are using it and they're Harvard referencing, that gives them all of the information to put in at the end of their document. Scrolling back up here, you have this show transcript facility, which is really useful if you've found a documentary that's a bit general and you don't want to have to watch the whole thing. Maybe it's an hour or 2 hours long, so you want to be able to search the transcript to find certain pieces of information. So if I type cubism in here, I can click the search key, it'll go all the way through all of the transcript of the presenter, and it's returned me 0 results. So if I try a new search, put in French, say, into here, and same process, click search, here we can see I've got 10 results here, and then you can shuttle your way through with these arrows, moving through to see the results. So it's best to click play on your footage first, then pause it, then come down to the arrow and click to find the next use of that word, and you'll see what's happened here is it's highlighted on the transcript where the word has come up, and then up here in the footage we've jumped in time to show us that particular piece of documentary. So we haven't had to watch all of the 13 minutes or so leading up to that point. We've jumped right now to 13 minutes and 25 seconds. So that can be a much more efficient way of searching and researching using this facility, rather than you having to sit and watch hours and hours of footage. All of this transcript here is linked to the film, so if you clicked on any particular line, if there was a word or a fact that caught your eye, then the footage would jump to that point. So again, it can be a really useful facility. The other really useful thing with having the transcript is you can copy and paste it into Word. So if you were working with speakers of English as a second language, maybe you want to use some of these Bob broadcasts as part of an ESOL class, then you've got the facility straight away to copy the transcript, right click, paste it in, and you have that. So it means that your class can have the transcript, you can do different activities, maybe gap fill activities, all that kind of thing, and you're not having to keep stopping the recording and typing up your own transcript. So that can really help save lecturers in their preparation time. if you found something really good, you can add it to a playlist, which saves you keeping searching for it again and again. So you can either create a new playlist here on the right, or if you've already made a list, which I had done for art related research, then you can just click into there and add to your playlist. So Bob keeps a memory of the things that you've put into a playlist up here at the top in My Bob. So when you click on My Bob, you can then see everything. So everything you've requested, then all your playlists. My one's called Art Research, and when I clicked into it, these were the 2 films I added before, and there's my Modern Masters Matisse at the bottom. There's also a facility to make little clips to shorten it down, which could be really useful if you were planning to show something actually in class. When you're finished, you come up here to the top to the little person, you've got your account details, and then you click Sign Out, and that will just log you out of Bob.